The lie detector determined you were being deceptive.
What does that mean? That I was lying?
You're not telling the truth. Are the father.
Hello. Thank you. No.
I do have a child with my ex-husband, and I felt like I needed to resolve issues with him. And
At 5 in the
At
morning.
5 in the morning?
Ms. Vaught and Mr. Lindsay say they were all good at the beginning, but things started to go sour later on, leading to this paternity case.
I wouldn't place a baby on someone that I didn't know, like didn't believe was her father. You get what I'm saying? I have 2 previous kids before him, and my children both have the same father. And if I felt in my heart that he wasn't the father, or if it was a second guess of him being the father, I would have told him from the door.
What was the nature of your relationship?
We were good. Like, he was my best friend at the beginning. Our relationship started going south because he felt like she wasn't his due to something hearsay.
What happened, Mr. Lindsay? She says you all were good friends. Were you in a relationship? Were you just dating, or were you committed?
No, we was good friends. We was in a relationship. Everything was going good. Today, I feel like she too friendly. She too friendly to me, man. She too friendly.
Too friendly?
Too friendly.
Everybody, her cousin,
Your
her
Honor,
brother.
he has a
it's something
nerve.
like that.
Oh, too friendly with different guys.
Exactly, Your Honor. She told me the baby wasn't mine. So what I'm supposed to do?
And that's, Your Honor, I said that out of anger because for him to say, because he would say to me, Your Honor, oh, I don't feel that's my baby. I don't feel that's my baby. Why would you say that when I'm loyal to you? And I have been 110% with you. I don't lie to this man about nothing. And if I felt Shelby was not his, I would have told him. Honestly.
And Ms. Vaught, I have to tell you, like I tell every other young woman in this courtroom, once you ring the bell, you can't unring it.
And I understand
Once
that.
you say that, it's a statement that even if you take back, they can't forget it. It automatically creates doubt.
Okay, Your Honor, so if he says that's not his daughter, for me to continuously kick him out of my house, is that an issue? Because I'm not gonna have you sit around here.
If the dates don't add up, how is my daughter?
The dates add up. I know the day I got pregnant because it was New Year's Eve.
Mr. Lindsay.
The case keeps unfolding with these revelations.
She conceived somewhere in the December-ish area.
And New Year's Eve is December.
And you were away with your family out of town for 2 months.
Exactly.
And you didn't get back to town, and you all didn't get back together till February. So you feel like the conception doesn't add up.
It doesn't add up.
I know my body. I know when I was pregnant. I'm not gonna lie to this man. At the end of the day, we were together New Year's Eve of 2014, bringing it in. I just got out of work, bought some alcohol, and I came home and we had passionate love making. So I don't see how, what you mean with who?
You assert that you all were together New Year's Eve.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so that would have been December 31st. That would have been within the window of time.
Exactly.
And so, Mr. Lindsay, you're saying that's incorrect, that you were not with her?
I was not there. I don't know if she got me confused with somebody.
And you see, that's disrespectful right there, because if we were together 2.5 years, how could you open your mouth and say something like that?
And that, Ms. Vaught, you were asked, did you have sexual contact with the man who sent you an Instagram message about which window to knock on? You said no. The lie detector determined you were being deceptive.
What does that mean? That I was lying?
You're not telling the truth.
I was lying?
That's what that means, deceptive.
Okay,
you was lying.
Ms. Vaught, you were asked, did you have sexual contact with the man who sent you messages calling you sexy and boo? You said no. The lie detector determined you were being deceptive. So you failed both questions of the lie detector test,
That's
Ms.
a
Vaught.
lie, Your Honor. I know I didn't cheat on this man, because I feel like this, Your Honor. I give Shelby nothing but respect and everything in every way. I don't treat this man no type of way. He feels like that because of something somebody said.
I got no more to say.
And finally, the DNA test result proves that
Mr. Lindsay, you are the father.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm so happy. Can I have that, please? Can I have that?
Oh, you want to put this up in the house?
Yep, I sure am.
You gonna put this on the refrigerator?
Every family member.
I can only imagine what it feels like. For 9 months, you have a beautiful baby, and people are questioning you, questioning the baby. The father won't be fully attached. Constant arguments. It is stressful enough having a new baby, but having a new baby with the stress of everyone doubting you and the father of the child denying that the child is his, that's a lot. You two obviously love one another, but you don't trust one another. Now, if you want to climb up out of that, you got to do the work.
Mr. Reyes expresses how he feels concerning this paternity case.
Well, this should be my first child, Your Honor. And I have reasons to believe that there's a possibility that she's not. There's been a lot of circumstances that are mysterious, confusing, and unexplained. And I would love to find some closure.
And I can see the pain in your eyes.
Yes,
This
Your Honor.
really bothers you.
Yes, Your Honor.
You feel like you're in the position where you are raising a child that's not yours.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I see she's currently pregnant.
Yes, ma'am.
So this has to add to the stress.
Absolutely.
Here's what Ms. Prickett says about Mr. Reyes.
Well, Joseph is definitely the father. I've never been unfaithful with him. He has a great bond with Moon. He is the father. This is insane that he even thinks that he's not.
This is where the doubt starts creeping in.
One of the things is that I woke up around 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, somewhere around there, you know, and she wasn't home. She wasn't in the house and her car was gone from the driveway.
That's odd, Miss Prickett.
Well, it was actually 6 in the morning, and
She got back at 6.
what
She could have been
Joe
gone for
has
hours.
to realize is that I do have a child with my ex-husband, and I felt like I needed to resolve issues with him. And
At 5 in the
At
morning.
5 in the morning?
well, our schedules, that, you know, that was his only time because he works.
Judge Lauren says this doesn't make sense.
He was sleeping, so I just woke up and I thought, you know, I need to get this done. We have issues and we need to talk one-on-one.
Miss Prickett? That don't make no kind of sense. It don't even sound right. I just woke up in the middle of the night and said I need to resolve issues with my ex. So I get out of bed in the middle of the night, I don't tell my boyfriend, I drive over there to resolve issues. That makes no sense.
It sounds bad from his perspective, but that's very important to me. I felt like we needed to resolve this issue.
Mr. Reyes narrates another incident that fuels his doubt.
She said she was on her way and she stopped at a gas station. She didn't come get me until 2 hours later while she was dodging my calls and my text messages. And then when I finally get a hold of her 2 hours later, this is around 12 a.m., 12:15, she says that she was at the gas station, a random man randomly filled up her gas tank and then asked her for a ride to his hotel and then gave her $100. So now she comes and then she calls me on the way back to me and then she starts telling me what happened. In my mind, I'm like, this is too wild. There's too many stories, too many variables. You went here, you went there, you got $100 for every stop, and you got a full tank. And then you're gonna come pick me up 2 hours later. But the thing is that kills me is that she was not responding to my calls or text messages.
Ms. Prickett says it was a crazy thing to do, and Judge Lauren had to agree. Plus, she said it also doesn't make sense.
It was a crazy thing, and I wish I said no, but unfortunately I said yes. And then he offered to give me $100, and I said, okay, I'll give you the ride. And then he left his phone in the Uber, so I downloaded the app on my phone to get in contact with his Uber. And he's like, tell the Uber driver I'll give him $100 if he meets us so I get my phone. So I'm trying to help him, blah, blah. He says, I'll give you another $100 for doing this for me. So I was like, okay. And I was trying to, you know, get in contact with the Uber.
So you using your phone to get him an Uber, but you're not using your phone to tell your boyfriend, hey, I'm running late, babe, I'm at the gas station. This does not make sense.
I just didn't know what to tell him. I know I should have told him.
The DNA test results are in, and it reveals
Mr. Reyes, you are the father. Congratulations.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't think I saw you smile all day.
The court also determines that Ms. Prickett is truthful in her statements through this test.
You submitted to a forensic voice analysis, which is similar to a polygraph examination. There are AM and FM frequencies in your voice, and when you tell a lie, the FM frequency goes away. Ms. Prickett, you were asked, since the start of your relationship with Mr. Reyes, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Mr. Reyes? You said no. The voice analysis determined you were being truthful.
Mr. Moody tells the court how he asked 3 questions when he first met Ms. Vaughn and what happened afterward.
When I first met Ms. Vaughn, I asked her 3 questions. Do you want a relationship? Do you want to just have sex? Or you just want to be friends? What she told me was she wanted a relationship. So, okay, that's what I gave her. I gave her the relationship. As time goes by, Your Honor, you ain't gonna believe this, Your Honor, but as time goes by, Your Honor.
Tell me.
As time goes by, as I seen and pay attention to her reaction, how things changed in her demeanor, I started questioning her about it. Like, why you not coming to see me no more like you used to? When I leave to go, sometimes I leave to go to work at 12. She'll be there at 6 and spend that whole time with me till it's time for me to go to work. Sometimes it might be 2 days and I ain't even seen her at all. So, who you with? That's my question. Who you been with? I ain't with nobody.
You feel like
I ain't
you was
doing
somebody
nothing.
else.
I ain't doing nothing. That's what she tell me, Your Honor. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't been with nobody. Okay, if you ain't been with nobody, I swear it on God. I swear on my children's life, my life, and everybody's life. I ain't been with nobody.
Here's what Ms. Vaughn says in her defense.
I thought I was ready for that relationship. But clearly, yes, I made a mistake, and I admitted to him. I became a grown woman, and I told him the truth. So I thought at the time I was ready for a relationship, but clearly I wasn't, because I'm young. So in my mind and in my feelings, this is what I wanted. I wanted a family, but I didn't react it like that.
All right, so Ms. Vaughn, you admit there were other men you were having sex with during the time you were also having sex with Mr. Moody.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so much so that you had to admit that the oldest son may not be his.
I did admit it, yes, Your Honor.
And so what happened then?
By her admitting it, you know I got to take the DNA test. I have to do that. So what I did, we got the money together and we went and took a DNA test. Come to find out, the child was mine.
All right.
Which made me feel I felt good about that. No, I felt real good about that. I felt real good about that.
And the drama unfolds.
At that time, Your Honor, no, I was not cheating.
You weren't?
No, I
You weren't
wasn't.
cheating then.
I said around that time I wasn't.
What about, okay, no, but what about the hotel incident you finally admitted to?
Okay, the hotel incident, but I didn't cheat it.
What you do?
I've been flirtatious, yeah,
At a
but
hotel?
I didn't cheat it.
At a hotel, you been first dates at a hotel.
Okay, I was flirtatious,
she
but
don't-
I'm not cheating.
Mr. Bowden, hold on. I mean, that's what you do at hotels. I'm trying to figure out why we were even at a hotel. What happened at the hotel?
Exactly, Your Honor. Yeah,
What I'm asking.
Okay, you're asking me what happened at the hotel. This is what she told me after the fact.
3 after the facts.
I
Okay.
just went to the hotel. I ain't have sex. I just gave oral sex. Is that not cheating?
Okay, yes, if you want to talk about
But
that.
you just said you ain't
Yes,
did
at that time, if you want to talk about that, because you jumping. So if we're talking about that, so yes, I did.
Wait, which hotel time is more than one hotel?
Mr. Moody says he just has serious doubts.
I just have serious doubts, that's all.
That's such a beautiful picture of the family. And that beautiful picture is at stake right now. That
Yes, it
family.
Yes, it is.
Have you thought about if he isn't your biological
Yes,
son?
I have. I'm gone.
You say you're done
Yes.
if he's not your biological child.
Yes, because we've been going through this for 6 years now. And if it ain't no trust from then to now, as far as that child being mine, then what's the purpose and what's the use? That mean I'd be wasting my time to continue to go.
So everything's at stake now.
Oh, everything's at stake.
Yes, I did fail the lie detector test, but that do not dictate the paternity of this man being the father of these children. I know for sure he's the father. Like he said, looks don't mean nothing, but he has the pointy nose like him. He has the round head.
Man, that don't mean nothing.
You're right, but I know for sure, I'm 100%, and I know that he's the father of Kadir.
At last, the DNA test result proves that
Mr. Moody, you are the father.
Hello. Thank you. No, don't want mine.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, it made me feel a whole lot better, Your Honor. Thank you.
I can see that.
Mr. Colley explains the things in the past that keep making him doubt Ms. Winters. And it's a huge revelation.
Betrayal, me catching her in the bed with another guy.
Oh,
We were kind of broken up and having problems at the time. And before that, I had caught him talking to another girl. So
wait a minute, don't skip over that catching in the bed part. Mr. Colley, tell me what happened. You said you caught her in the bed with somebody else.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I was away, and the moment I got home, I was ready to just flop in the bed. I had been away for a minute, and I turned the corner and I see both of them laying in the bed, and the guy was asleep, and she was laying there with...
I wasn't dressed. We were dressed.
You had your clothes on, you said, but you were in the bed with a guy.
Yes. Well, he was a family friend, and he was spending the night there. And Michael was away. We were having problems at the time. And this was after I found out he was talking to another female. So at that point, I didn't even want to be with him.
But that's kind
Were you sleeping with this guy you were in the bed with?
I had prior to that, but I didn't that night.
Mr. Colley states the rumors that fueled his doubt and has requested a lie detector test to find out the truth.
Just rumors of guys being at the house, her hanging out with other guys and stuff like that.
I admitted at the time I was talking to other guys and stuff, but like I said at the time, a couple months before that, I had just found out he was with some girl. I just can't prove he cheated, and he won't be man enough to tell me he cheated, so I just kind of strung away from the
Because I
relationship.
didn't cheat.
So wait a minute. You all have all this going on, and Mr. Colley, you're saying because of all of this, you have doubt concerning Amani's paternity.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's why you petitioned this court for a lie detector test. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So this court has granted that request, and we will have those results in just a moment.
Things look like they were resolved until they weren't due to this testimony from Mr. Colley.
Agreement that we weren't gonna mess around and do all that no more. And around the time that she said that she was pregnant with Amani, her family member told me that she was at the house with the guy that I asked her not to be.
Take me back to that moment. You find out you're pregnant.
I didn't even say nothing or tell him or nothing. I kind of just bought a test because I was late, And when it came back positive, that's whenever I called him and I told him about it.
And to be honest, I was kind of happy whenever I found out that she was pregnant, and then her family member's spouse told me later on that she was at the house with this guy numerous times.
So had you slept with this guy?
No, I didn't. And it was
That's what she claimed.
it was a one-bedroom apartment. My family member and his family, and then me and him. So it's not like we were in the middle, in the living room sleeping together.
And some more.
We just don't trust each other.
And there's a beautiful 16-month-old baby in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. And you don't know for certain if it's your biological child.
No, Your Honor, I don't know.
And you can't trust anything Ms. Winters says because you say she's lied to you and betrayed you over and over again. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, but there's still that I don't care attitude, so.
She has an I don't care attitude.
Yeah, still to this day.
Well,
and it just made me feel like it never left. Even after we made that agreement.
What's the agreement?
That we, at the beginning of 2014,
Okay.
agreement that we weren't gonna mess around or do none of that crazy stuff no more. It made me feel like it never left because it'd been probably like 2 years since then, and she's still showing that I don't care attitude.
And I only act like that because he tries to, if some guy I went to school with likes one of my Facebook posts, he's like, delete him.
If he's your friend, he's gonna like stuff.
The lie detector determined you were being truthful. Colley, you are the father.
So that right there should prove to him I wasn't cheating, around the time.
Well, it doesn't really prove that, Miss Winters. But it does prove that Amani is his biological child, and it relieves the doubt.
Right.
The arguing, the not knowing. We have to get this together, what you guys are doing right now. Now, do you all want to try to work on this relationship now that we have these results?
I want to try to give it a shot.
Do you want to give it a shot, Miss Winters?
Yes, but all I know is that if any, we've already talked about it. If anything happens again between either one of us, then we're just gonna go our separate ways.
Well, look, this is why we have counseling here for our families. Because sometimes you want to do something, but you really don't know how. You all don't have the basics. We need to work on the fundamentals.